What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. So, last night, of course, a Shams bomb, right? Sims, as expected, has been traded. We didn't know where he was going to be traded to, what it was going to be traded to, but the Knicks worked out a deal with the Milwaukee Bucks that sent Draylon Wright, that's how you pronounce his name, I apologize, to the Knicks for Jericho Sims, and the Knicks get Draylon Wright and some cash. There's also a couple other pieces, draft rights to some kid named Hugo. I don't want to destroy his last name. And they get a guy from us called Matthias. Once again, I don't want to destroy the name. So this is big, man. This is big. You know what I mean? I think that this is something that, we got to be honest. With trading Sims, I didn't know if we knew exactly what we were going to get back, right? There has been rumblings around, and we're still not done. I believe trade deadline is at 3:00, so still moves being made, of course, around the league. But I didn't know what the Knicks were thinking to get right for a guy like Sims. Of course, there's been reports out there about Mitch, and the possibility of the Knicks trading Mitch. But once the Knicks saw pretty much how Mitch looked, I'm sure, in sessions and rehab sessions, in regards to, how he's looking at the reports out there of that, Mitch is pretty much off the table. Disc Grover, what's going on, man? Lunchtime special with LV, man. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me during this lunchtime special. Knicks trade recap. So, based on reports that are out there, Mitch is off the table, right? So, I think that they've been waiting for Mitch. This is who they've been waiting for. And, I'm sure they're getting a lot of calls for Mitch, right? A lot of top dogs. Of course, the Lakers made a big deal. We'll touch on that. But, a lot of teams, man, wanted Mitch. So the calls were coming in. Soon, of course, just so happens as soon as he gets healthy, all these calls are coming in, right? So and I heard the Knicks aren't entertaining any calls. They're speaking to some people, but, Mitch is off the table. He's not one of the guys they're interested in moving. So that's a good thing because I think, the biggest thing, and I've said it from day one, I said, listen, I want to see exactly how Mitch is going to look before we make that move. I want to give it a chance and see exactly what he's going to look like. And a lot of people, a lot of people are done with Mitch because he's injury prone and, just the issues that come with him, but being a big man and just, most big guys, they start to break down, right? Their knees, it goes with their knees, their feet, and their ankles. That's how it goes. And so to me, that was the big thing with him. So now with the Sims move and getting the kid, Draylon Wright, I believe is his name. I think it's good, man. The kid is an athletic wing. How big is he? I think he's about 6'5". Let me look at the stats right here. But once again, guys, we should have been, expecting a whole lot out of this move, right? I think that Daylon Wright, excuse me, that's his name, Daylon Wright. Make sure I got his name right, man. So he's a journeyman, right? Pull up his highlights and say he's 6'5". So what that says to me is that kind of is going to negate the whole Shaman piece, right? I think Shaman is gone. Not literally gone, but I think that he's going to have a hard time getting in the rotation now, right? So, and if this kid is good defensively, I have some highlights here. I'm going to put up in a second for him. I think they could possibly move into that slot. Now, I thought the Knicks were going to possibly let him go because they got cash and I don't know, maybe he sits at the end of the bench, but this, the reports are that the Knicks want to keep this kid. They want to keep him around. Guys, let's face it. The reality is that we need bodies, man. We need bodies. With OG and Obi going down, we need bodies. We can't really, afford to, have, 6'5" athletic wings just slip through our fingers here. All right. We thought Shaman was going to be the guy. He's not really panning out. So them getting a guy like this is huge now. So, but hey, this kid seems like a defensive wing. Here's his highlights here. He seems like he's pretty good defensively. Like I said, he's a journeyman. But you shouldn't really be expecting much from this kid, right? We don't really expect much. I don't know how he is as far as shooting wise. I think he's okay with shooting, he's he's a defensive wing, something that Tibbs loves. So, I could see him getting some minutes to see exactly where he fits in to kind of help with the OG minutes, because they were trying that with Shamet, but Shamet was struggling shooting the ball. So that's where it's going to kind of have an impact here going forward. Now, what moves do the Knicks make going forward, right? I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think we do anything else. Maybe a couple of small things here and there, but I don't think we do anything else. I think it's going to be tough, man, because of our money situation. We're close to that second apron. Remember also, too, guys, we still got to sign Bridges to that extension, right? So I'm just saying, it's just certain things we're just not going to be able to do. But we kind of knew that, right? We made the deal for Cat, and of course, bringing Bridges here and giving OG Anunoby that big deal. It was going to be certain things. We're going to be very limited this year. Now, in the summer, it's going to be different, right? We'll be able to move around, move and shake. But the reality is, certain things we just weren't going to be able to do. We just weren't, and I think that you have to be realistic about the possibilities of the deals or the moves that the Knicks can make. It's not really much we can do, right? So I think the Knicks' biggest thing they wanted, I'm not speaking during the trade piece, but during this time, was to make sure Mitch was going to come back and he's going to come back healthy. I think that was the main thing they were looking forward to. And of course, also to monitor OG Anunoby's foot, right? So I think that's the main thing to me that is probably on their plate and on their mind. I'm sure Mitch is practicing now with these 3 days off, and then we could possibly see Mitch back maybe Saturday, but definitely I would see him playing next week. So we got to see what that looks like. But the kid is athletic, man. I mean, he's athletic. He's got some length to him. He's 6'5", plays really good defense. So, see if he can give us some decent minutes out there. So we got to see what that looks like. This row says some of the Knicks Nation are really out here saying we gave up Sims for a worse player. The reality is that Sims wasn't going to play, man, with the emergence of Akaporti. But once again, this is what I said last night on my show. We knew this already. We knew the emergence of Akaporti. We saw it back in November. We knew it was pretty much a wrap for Sims. So I think it was just a matter of time before the Knicks moved off of him. Expiring contract. So, I mean, he was on his way out. I mean, he didn't really help himself because he didn't play that well when he had his opportunities, man. He just didn't. He had some moments, but you could tell he just wasn't, living up to it. And I agree. Like, a lot of people say, okay, well, what do you expect? He was a 58 pick in the draft. You didn't really get much. I mean, yeah, but you're still a big, athletic, big man in this league. There's a lot of things you should be doing athletically, right? That you can get, get rebounds, block shots, score strong in the middle. He would do it, but it would be like in spurts. Like, it wouldn't really be in a situation where it was a consistent play from him. So I think that's what really kind of opened the door for a guy like Akaporti to come in and steal those minutes and really, really produce at a high clip. And I think that the coaching staff saw that, and that's why they made the decision to go out and do what they did with Sims, because now they have too many bigs. Because Mitch back, you got Mitch, you got Precious, you got, of course, Towns. Now you got Akaporti, right? So there's 4 bigs you got. So now what do you do? Right, where's the playing time? So why not go out and go get another wing or another guard about 6'5" or taller, to where you can come in and really produce and really give really good minutes. On Dios NYK, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live during this LV lunchtime takeout show. Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me, man. Knicks Nation, Knicks trade recap show. So I appreciate you coming through, rocking with me. So yeah, man. So I just think that's really what it comes down to with Sims. He just didn't, I don't want to say live up to certain things, because it was really nothing for him to live up. I would say this: I don't think he took full advantage of the opportunities that were given to him. Knicks Nation, what's going on, big Ant out there, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me, Ant. Hope all is well. Everybody go out there and go subscribe to Ant, man. Ant's doing big things over there, Knicks Nation, man. So please go through and check him out. So yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't. CC, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live and this LV lunchtime takeout show. New York Knicks trade recap, man. So you know, I'm not surprised by the Sims move. I'm just not, and I think that it was time, right? With the emergence of Akaporte, man, I think that it was a situation the way they had to make that move. They just had to, and I think that also too, it gives room now to where if they want to move Mitch along slowly, right, and not really give him like 20 minutes a night, you can give him 10 and give Akaporte 10. You could split it up, right? So I think that's the beauty of that. So with the emergence of Akaporte and how well he's been playing, there's no need to just rush Mitch out there. There's no need for that. I would play him in spurts to see exactly what he looks like, see exactly how that foot is holding up. That if you kind of feel like he's having an off night or his, might be a little sore, you sit him down, you can put Akaporte in there, right? So, that's the beauty of this. You have 3 bigs now who are over 6'10", 6'11", right? Who can rebound, who can block shots, right? We see, Akaporte's athleticism. So that's the beauty of Mitch coming back. And I think that's really, like I said earlier, I think that's the Knicks' main motivation is the whole Mitch piece. So I think that's what it is. I think to me, the biggest other move that the Knicks are going to make, honestly, if they make anything today, I doubt they do anything today. But the next big move to me is bringing up a guy like TJ Warren or Kike, right? That to me is the next. And I believe, if I'm correct, anybody in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's March. I believe it's March that they can bring those guys up. And then also too, man, you got to look at guys that are getting pretty much on the waiver wire. You know what I mean? Who are getting kind of cut by other teams because they don't want to keep them on contract, right? It was a guy like Kyle Anderson, right? He's going down into Miami, right? The Heat are saying they're going to keep him, right? But you never know. You never know what that's going to look like. CC says internal move or buyout. Exactly. Right. So I think that's the next big move too. Right. So what does that look like? Right. So those are possibilities here. So I think that that's something we got to look at, right? Who's going to be on that buyout market? What does it look like for us financially, right? Of course, the TJ Warren thing and the Okike move, right? So I think that's big for us, and I think that's really what we're looking at right now. Still got to monitor OG Anunoby. I don't think OG Anunoby comes back to after the All-Star break, and I think it might be a little longer than that. He's a perfect example. You see Bridges, right? Bridges sprained his ankle. He was back next game. OG Anunoby, he hurt his foot a little bit. He sprained his foot. Look, he's not going to be back for a while. This is vintage him. So we got to find a way to kind of keep the boat from sinking for our wings until he comes back, right? So how do you do that? Do you really go down and look at the buyout market? Do you say to yourself, okay, cool, let me focus on a TJ Warren or Kike? You know what I mean? Because TJ Warren's got good size. So is Okike, right? So what do we do? This Rover says the big thing that excites me about Mitch coming back is the rotation between our 3 bigs at 4 and 5. Plug and play. Agreed. I just mentioned. And so that's the thing. The beauty of that, Disc Rover, is that you can mix and match, right? So now, once again, you don't have to lean on Mitch, right? You can really gradually bring him back, gradually work him up to where he's getting about 20 minutes a game, right? Then you're going to have to play him with Towns, right? But you can gradually work him and get his way back up because of the play of Akaporte. But my biggest frustration, you guys know this already, I just felt this should have been done in November because Akaporte would have been ready to go, right? Because with Akaporte, I see a little bit of iHeart in him. I see great passing. He finishes great at the rim, right? So I love that little instance. Perfect example. When Towns made that pass to him over the middle right there, he caught it really quick and gave it right to Bridges. Bridges hit it on the floater right there in the corner. Those are little things, little like nuances that he has within his game that Sims just didn't have. And we saw this back in November. So I think that's the frustration here with this, that this should have been further along than what it is now, right? So, it is what it is. But now that it's here and Sims is gone, Now there's no excuse. Right now, I think it's beautiful that Tibbs is smart here, because the last thing we want is for Mitch to get hurt again. So to gradually bring him along and really at the same time still working Acapulco to help him get his confidence up and help him get, that experience going for him, because that's going to help down the road. Because the last thing we need, if Ant is still in here, I know his frustration with this is Mitch getting hurt again, right? And we don't have a backup plan because, we put all our eggs in a basket. But that doesn't have to be the case if we have a guy like Acapulco, right? So to me, that's the beauty of the growth of Acapulco and what he could provide. So I think that'll be great. So we got to see how that lands and how that looks. But I think the next big thing for us, now that the bigs are situated, is a wing. We need a wing badly. And the reason why we need a wing badly is because, guys, let's be honest, we have no idea what OG Anunoby's going to look like when he comes back from his foot, right? Is he going to be OG that left, or is he going to be kind of gradually, slowly coming back? Because remember when he came back with the elbow last year, he wasn't totally the same until maybe the playoffs. He was kind of hurting his elbow at times during the games. You saw him a couple of times. A couple of times during certain games, he let out certain screams because he hurt his elbow, right? You were like, oh, man, here he goes. He's getting hurt again, right? How is he going to be with that foot, right? So, the buyout market and a guy like Okike or TJ Warren is going to be a really, really big thing. Delon Wright, I think he's just a bench piece, man. Now, can he come in and give some minutes? I think he's going to take those Shamet minutes. I think that's going to happen. But I think it's really up to him, right? Because if he plays well enough, especially on the defensive end, and he can knock down some shots, that's key. You never know, man. He might be able to steal some minutes here and there, right? So, you'd be surprised how guys come over into a new situation, a new environment, and they play a little bit better based on the system that they're in. This whoever says, and Benadryl is the only true backup for OG and Cal. Right. Agreed. Benadryl. I love that. Achua. Tibbs gave Sims a body of work so it doesn't look one-sided. No. Listen, CC agreed, man. Listen, look, the reality is this, right? Tibbs gave Sims every opportunity to flourish here. Every opportunity. Now, if you don't take full advantage of that, like a guy like Deuce did, like a guy like IQ did. Look, IQ's about to earn himself a whole bunch of money, which he has, out there in Toronto, right? So that's all because of the development, right? So we got to give Tibbs credit for that. Grimes is still hopping around the league, so hopefully, he can find a good landing spot. But the reality is that when you're given an opportunity, you got to make the most of it. And I think that Deuce has done that. Sims did not. So I think that, we can't really be upset or too bothered by, the whole Sims piece. It's not like he wasn't given an opportunity. He was. He was even given an opportunity when a lot of us felt he should not have been over a guy like Acapulco. CC says you have to get it out the mud. Agreed. You have to. My man Ant says Shamit's about to go off versus Boston. He has someone breathing down his neck. You know what? And that could work two ways. It could either motivate him, or it can do what what Dante did to Grimes last year. It broke Grimes in half. The pressure that Dante was putting on his neck. He could not deal with that. And that's why he got traded to Detroit. Because Dante came in and snatched the starting role with a chokehold. Like he fiended him out. And took that starting role and said, I'm starting over here. P. Duggar, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live on this LV Lunchtime Takeout show. Appreciate you, man, coming through and rocking with me, man. Trade recap, so we're talking about that. So that's the thing, Ant. Like can he be motivated by this? Or is he going to fold up? Is he going to fold up? CC said it, pressure bust pipes. Agreed. And so that's the biggest thing here. You know what I mean? Is he going to be able to really deal with, the pressure of a guy coming in who's going to want to play, especially with, a contending team, We're one of the best teams in the league. So this guy can come in and really earn some minutes. And, you know, Tibbs, you know how he do, man. He has no loyalty. He owns certain loyalty to certain guys, but certain guys he don't. So if this kid comes in, he's playing better, why wouldn't he play over Shaman? You know what I'm saying? So Pete Duggan says we blew it with Sims. Only you offensive first guys wanted Sims out of here. That's not true, man. That's not true. That's not true, Pete Duggar. That's not true, man. You're way off there. Nobody, listen, we all like Sims. I love Sims. But the reality is this. When you're given an opportunity to produce, you got to produce. And he did not. He was sporadic, man. Like some games he would be okay. The next games he would look like he doesn't even belong out there. That can't happen. Consistency. That's what's going to keep you on the court, period. And I can't even be mad at Tibbs with the Sims thing because he gave that kid every opportunity to succeed. Every opportunity. And he dropped the ball, man. I mean, that's just what it is. He gave Deuce that opportunity, and Deuce got better. He got better. He got better. He got better. He got better. And that's it. Pete Douglas says, we got to upgrade from Deuce to a bigger person that plays like Deuce. Listen, that is a great point. We do need size. We do need size. Now, upgrade how? Like in what way? Because you don't want Deuce to lose minutes. But we do need a bigger wing. We do need a bigger wing because I saw it against Houston. Deuce looks small out there, man. He looks small. And, you know, the only small guy we got is Brunson. Brunson's about 6'2". So Deuce is maybe 6'1". So you can see it. Guys, it's not that Deuce doesn't have it. He's got the skill set. It's just guys are bigger, man. They're shooting right over him. And so I do agree with you on that. Now, do we move Deuce? No. We just try to bring in a piece that can help him during those minutes that Deuce is out there to where he doesn't have to match up with a big guy like Amin Thompson or something like that. Or, you know, and that's what really hurt him. You know, that size, you know, you can't coach that. So I think that's something that we got to work through. Okay. Disgrover says, Sims came into the league with us between 4 years. He's already been developed. Yo, listen, man. He's got every opportunity, man. He's got every opportunity. He's got every opportunity to develop and to flourish, man. This really falls on him. You know, and you know, it is what it is at this point. Deuce for Kelly Oubre type. Oh, I like Kelly Oubre too, man. I like what he brings. He's feisty defensively. The only thing with Kelly Oubre is that he's not a knockdown shooter like Deuce. Deuce is really developed into a knockdown shooter. So that's what I love with Deuce. That's the only thing with Kelly Oubre. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he can come on and play with Deuce, that'll be good. But he's not really a knockdown shooter like Deuce. He could shoot from 10. You know, he's sporadic, right? So Deuce is lethal from that 3-point line. So that's the only thing with that, right? Also, too, man, what do you guys think about Deuce's play as of late, man? He's been struggling, right? I think Deuce is trying to do too much. I'm watching him like he's over dribbling. And then the other day, he tried to catch the banger on a dude against Toronto. I said, yo, my man, like, relax. You caught that dunk the other night. That was cool. B, you can't be trying to dunk on everybody. Like, chill out. He's kind of losing himself a bit, and I think that's why his shot's not falling. He's trying to do more things offensively. He's got to gradually work his way into that. Like, continue to do the things that you do that's gotten you here. Continue to do that. Then you add on things little by little. But he's over dribbling. He's kind of like, when he's out there, he's like out of the flow at times because he's doing a little bit too much than what he should be doing. He's a catch and shoot guy. Can he finish at the rack? Yes. But he's a catch and shoot guy. And that's it. Don't try to be over because he ain't got the handle for that. And you could see him at times when he's trying to break dudes down, he's struggling. That's not his game. So he's got to get back to basics with that. Because that's what I've been noticing with him. CC says he's not letting the game flow. Agreed. He's not. He's trying to force the matter. He shouldn't do that. Stick with what's gotten you here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see what that looks like, man. You know what I'm saying? With Deuce. So hopefully, he'll come around and play better. But I love, I love what the Knicks are doing, but I think that we're gonna have to get a wing, man. That's the key. That's the key. That's the key. Douglas says, I love Deuce, but I noticed he never beats people to loose balls or long rebounds. I mean, sometimes he does. Sometimes he does. I mean, I think listen, he's still great defensively, right? I just think to your point, what you made earlier, the size is big, man. CC, right? Yo, listen, agreed. I use that. Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. Agreed, CC. I use that all the time. All the time. So, guys, listen, man. Listen, man. We're not done yet. Today's pretty much the last day, but you see what the Cavs are doing, man? See what the Cavs are doing? They can't get the Cavs trying to get DeAndre Hunter, man. The Cavs are trying to get DeAndre Hunter. If they get him, oh man, they going for it, man. They going for it. If they can get him, man, that's danger zone. That's danger zone for us. I'm telling you, he's a problem coming off the bench for them. A problem. And that's who I'm really worried about. Being super duper honest with you. That's going to be a problem, man. That's going to be huge. A huge problem. Knicks in 5 still. Yo, I don't know about that yet, man. They get that kid, man. That's going to be a problem, man. That's going to be a problem. If they get him. Oh, Knicks 100 GM, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Doing this LV lunchtime takeout show. Knicks trade recap, man. So we're talking about that really quick during everybody's lunchtime, man. Hope everybody's doing well today on this nasty day in New York City, man. Rainy, sleet. There's a whole bunch of nonsense out there, man. Vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Doing this LV lunchtime takeout show. Appreciate you. CC says, get Cat to the 4. CC, only when Mitch comes in there. Only when Mitch comes in there. Listen, everybody talks about Cat at the 4. I like him at the 5, man. I like him at the 5. Look at the numbers he's putting up at the 5, man. The problem is defensively. Like, I get that. But that's where in certain spots during the game, you would bring in Mitch in certain, aspects of the game. So you would bring him in, let's say maybe with defensive issues, right? Let's say maybe like in the fourth quarter. Let's say the Knicks are struggling defensively with blocks or whatever. Just Knicks, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with the LV Live for this Knicks trade recap show. Let's say you bring Mitch in at, Kibbit, what's going on, man? Kibbit 1, I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. It's my first time seeing you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe at the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew, Kibbit, man. I hope all is well with you. The key is this, right? If he's struggling with blocks or defensive rebounds, right, or whatever, because he's been killing it on the boards, then you bring in Mitch in certain aspects, because then you can put Mitch at the 5, put him at the 4. But the problem with putting him at the 5 is that the 4, is that takes away from what we do offensively. And that's you don't want that. You don't want that, because that's 5 out is why we are what we are offensively. And that's why Cat is putting up the numbers he's putting up. He had 27 and 20 last night, man. He's been doing that all year. That's why he's starting in the East. Now, of course, the big part is Embiid is out, but that's why he's starting in the East for the All-Star game. His numbers are insane, what he's doing, especially on that glass. So to me, in spots, you would bring Mitch in. But I love Cat at the 5. I love him at the 5 because that opens everything up for us offensively. Defensively, we've gotten better, but at that 5, he's a monster. Just Knicks says, LV, man, Precious is a threat on those corners. Watch. Listen, he's been able to knock it down. He's been able to knock it down as of late. I don't want him to get too comfortable with that, though. He's got to have a whole season, like during the summer, to work on that. He's got to work on that jumper. If he can get that in his arsenal, he'll be a problem. Also, too, guys, let's pay attention to this. Precious is going to be expensive this summer. Trust me when I tell you this. I think this might be another iHeart situation, unless he wants to stay home and he wants to be close to his family. That's the only way. But listen, if he plays well for us, which I believe he's going to, it's going to be a market out there for him. Last year wasn't a market out there for him. It's going to be a market out there for him. It's going to be another iHeart situation. And I would not be surprised if a team who's on the uprise, who's trying to build, let's say a team like the Lakers, right? They go out there and they snatch him up. So I'm just being honest here. The Chua and Cat tandem is effective, very effective, very effective, very effective. They play really, especially with that second unit, CC. They looked really, really good, really, really good. Kibbit said it makes it easier to double Cat with Mitch out there. Agreed. So that's the thing, right? And then also too, Kibbit, he doesn't have a lot of room to operate because Mitch is clogging up the paint, right? So now you're kind of stuck because Cat can't really do him. He's stuck to being on the outside or on the wing. So that's why I said in aspects of the game, spots, you got to pick and choose to play them together because you don't want to take away what Cat is, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? What he's been this year. You don't want to take that away and what we've been offensively. So in certain spots, you could play them together. Like I mentioned this yesterday. I love the lineup of this. If you want to get defensive and play big, you could say, all right, look, cool. Brunson, we want you operating at the top of the key. We want to do Mitch, Cat, OG, and Bridges and Brunson at the top of the key. That's beautiful. So that's something you can do, right? Or if you really want to get funky with it, you can do Mitch, Cat, Precious, and OG at the 2. See what I'm saying? So you could do a lot of different things with that and have Brunson at the top of the key. And the reason why you keep Brunson in because you need offense. You need offense to be generated. So look at that defensively, what that looks like. Precious and Mitch and OG, and then the offensive guys are going to be Cat and Brunson. See what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of Mitch coming back. You can mix a lot of those matchups up. Just I disagree. Double Cat, throw the lob to Mitch, or swing for open shots. Mitch is not a threat offensively, man. You know what I'm saying? Just Knicks, that's the issue with that. Mitch is not a threat, so no one's going to care about Mitch. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to care. Where Mitch will get busy is on an offensive glass. Because if you're doubling Cat and someone shoots something up, who they got to box out Mitch? That's where he gets busy. That's where he does his damage. So that's where he will come in and play in that world. This girl says, LV, man, just watch. Mitch come back with a jumper. No, it's not happening. He better not. We don't need him to shoot no jumpers. We don't need him to shoot no jumpers. We need him to be Mitch. That's it. Vibes. He says, is OG coming back on Saturday? I don't think so, man. I think he's out for a while, Vibes. I think he's out for a while. I don't think he comes back. Maybe after the All-Star break. If I was a betting man right now, because of his history with OG Anunoby, how he gets when he gets hurt, he's not coming back to me mid-March, maybe end of March. I'm being honest with you. Remember, guys, I said I don't think Mitch is coming back to close to the All-Star break or after the All-Star break. Remember, I told you guys that, and look where we are. We're right here. So I don't think OG Anunoby's coming back no time soon. Ant from Knicks Nation. And make sure you go subscribe to Ant, man. Doing big things over there, man. So everybody make sure you go subscribe to Ant. You think we're done trading? And I think so. I think we're done. I think this was the big move. I don't think we have because Ant, you gotta ask yourself, right? I'm gonna throw this out there to you, and everybody else can chime in as well. What other moves do we make, Ant? Who else do you move? You trade Precious right now? Do you trade Deuce? Is Tibbs going to allow that? Or is he going to veto that trade? He's not going to want to trade Deuce. There's no way. Do they trade Campaign? Who's going to want Campaign right now? Everybody out there wants a big. Everybody wants bigs. They want bigs and they want wings. That's what they want. So to me, the most important person that's possibly could get traded, which is not going to happen, I don't think so now, is Mitch and Precious. That's who the league wants right now. They want big wings and bigs that can rebound and block shots. We got two of them on our team. Do the Knicks move those guys? I don't think so. So then, Ant, what else do we have? You know what I'm saying? What else do we have that's good to move and that someone's going to want? Pete Douglas says Brunson, Bridges, and Cat. Don't need a five on offense. Play Akaporte and Cat with Cat and Mitch with Cat. Brunson, Bridges, and Cat. Okay, no need a five on offense. Yeah, I mean that's good. I mean they've been doing that. P. Duggar. To me, that lineup looks great. You throw Mitch out there and you put OG Anunoby out there. That looks great. Knicks 100 GM says wave Brian and wave Shamit. Yeah, hey, listen, I agreed. I'm not knocking that. You got to make room, man. You got to make room for a guy like TJ Warren or someone in the buyout market or a guy like Okike. I like Okike, man. He's big too. He's got great size. I like Okike because I believe how big is Okike? Guys, look it up. I think he's 6'8". If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I think he's 6'8". I think he's 6'8". So it's going to be a busy day today. This Grover says 6'7". 6'7". He's big, man. See? Yeah, he's 6'8", 6'9". See what I'm saying? Oh, where's BK LA, man? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Doing this LV lunchtime takeout show. Hope all is going well, Wiz, man. Wiz, I'm going to be out there this summer, man. Got to make my rounds, Wiz. Just Nick said 6'7", 229. Yeah, he's big. See what I'm saying? Listen, that's what you need, man. That's what you need. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody like that. If I could, that's who I would lean to get. And he's young. So how old is Kike, right? He's like, what is he, 23? He's young. TJ Warren's old. I would bring up Kike, man. Look at this. Next to 100 Toppin look good too. No, he doesn't. I get it, man, but no. Just Nick said off the bench can work. Yo, listen, I'm telling you, man. Yeah. Yo, I like Okike, man. He's big too, man. Big. He plays defense. That's what you need, man. A guy like that to back up OG Anunoby, man. Good size. You don't need him to be a knockdown shooter. Give me a couple of layups here and there. That's all you need. Just need those minutes, man. Which because if we have some nice rain, so LV and LA, yeah, man. Oh, you know, come on, that's all day, man. I've been out there quite a few times. Yo, Wiz, you know where I go, man? You know where I go? I go to Palos Verdes, man, and Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach. I'll be out there heavy, man. That's a vibe out there, Wiz. That's this different, man. It's dangerous out there, Wiz. You go out there, you don't want to come back, man. You go out there, you don't want to come back. I've been out there quite a few times. I've been out there for a wedding. Been out there for a wedding. Been out there for a business trip. Yo, it's crazy out there, man. Wiz, y'all. I ain't want to come back, Wiz. It's ill out there. It's ill out there, my man. Ill out there. Next 100 G's a top and go ahead. Top and go behind the back and all that. What that mean? So what, man? Yeah, my man. Can he play defense? Can he make a layup, man? Can he do that? That's all we need him to do. And get some rebounds and block some shots. That's it. All that behind the back, I don't care about that. Get some deflections. And can you do that? Get some deflections, block some shots, make a layup here and there, hit the glass. Come on, man. That's it. My man, Wiz, Palos Verdes, man. These means you got, yo, Wiz. It's legit out there, man. It's legit. It's a different world out there, man. Different. You know, being from the city, you know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I mean? Because you know, you go to different places. You go to Florida and stuff like that. It's nice. You go down to the tropics, you know what I'm saying? Down to, Jamaica and, the islands and stuff. It's nice. You know what I mean? I've been to Puerto Rico a couple of times. You get right. But out there is different, man. Out there is different, P. Different. You know what it is too, Wiz? It's like 100 degrees, but you don't really feel it because of the breeze from the Pacific Ocean. You know what I'm saying, Wiz? Like that's what's ill about it. Whereas in Florida, it feels like you got like 80,000 pounds on your shoulders, man. But out there, you don't feel that. It's just ill out there, man. Knicks 100, not Toppin got a lot better. Yo, no, he did not, man. Listen, I'm not knocking the kid. Let the kid develop, man. Let the kid develop. But no way should he be playing. Like he's just not there, man. Ooh, look at Pete Duggar. Trade Precious for Obi. Wants Obi back. Wants Obi back in NYC. Negative, man. No. Obi don't play no D, man. Obi don't play no D. And he doesn't rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing with Obi. That's what hurt him. Obi just want to go out on fast break and get dunks and shoot threes. We don't need that. What we need is what Precious provides. That's exactly what we need from our bigs and our wings. And Precious can guard the 5. Obi was allergic to guarding the 5. So I'm just being honest with you. And I loved Obi. I didn't want to see him go. But it's certain things that we needed for him to do that he was not willing to do. This is a team, man. This ain't for you to get off like this is an N1 mixtape. This ain't for that. And that's what Obi was on. Guys need to do your job, man. That's it. Do your job. Do your job so we can win games. That is it. Pete Doug said Obi's a 3 and Precious is being replaced by Akaporte and Mitch. He's not being replaced. He's not. Listen, Precious is going to play, man. He's going to play a lot. Let me give you a correction. Number one, Akaporte's not playing over Precious. That's not going to happen. He will put Precious in before he does Akaporte. This is Tibbs we're talking about here. He's going to put guys in he trusts. He trusts Precious. Precious is legit, man. He's better than Akaporte right now. Does Akaporte have great upside and great big size? Yes. Remember, guys, you ready? Precious is only 25 years old, man. He's only 25. He's going to get better. He's only 25 years old, boss. So there's no way Akaporte's going to play over Precious. That's not going to happen. Now, should the kid get minutes? Yes, he should. But to say he's going to play over Precious, negative. Nah, Cat over Randall all day. Yeah. Agreed. Listen, man. Listen, Coach. If he's here, salute to you, Coach. If not, Coach was the only one that saw it. And I have to give him his flowers right now, man. If he's not here, I understand. Coach was the only one that saw it. He said, yo, Cat got to get here, man. He said he's better than Randall. And I argued with him till I said, yo, Cat is soft, man. Ain't no way he going to handle New York. He going to fold up. But I was talking crazy. I take all that. And Coach proved me wrong because Cat is, I'm not even talking about like a little bit better than Randall. He's in a different galaxy than Randall. A way different galaxy. A way different galaxy. Randall's not even the same. We're in the Milky Way. Like Cat is light years better than that guy, man. Number one, Randall doesn't hit the glass like Cat does. And Cat is bigger. Cat is 7 feet. What is Randall? 6'8", 6'9"? I saw Randall. Randall's actually a little bit big. I think Randall's about 6'10". So there's no way. He's not better than Cat. No. He can't shoot as good as Cat. He doesn't hit the glass like Cat. And he doesn't have like Cat has mismatches. Centers can't deal with Cat. And they put little guys on him, but he can score over those little guys. Like so I mean, he's getting 20 and 20 like it's nothing, man. Guys, look it up for me real quick because Elvy's got a lot going on. How many times has he gotten 20-20 this year? Like it's been at least 5 or 6 times. He's gotten over 20 points and 20 rebounds. I mean, he's a monster right now, man. He's second in the league in rebounding. At one point, I think he's averaging 13 boards. At one point, he was averaging 14 boards. He was leading the league in rebounding. I think he's only second to Sabonis in double-doubles this year, man. I'm sorry, Akaporte and Mitch alongside Cat is the future. Precious is OG's backup. Agreed, sir. Agreed. No need to say I'm sorry, man. You good money here. You family, man. You with us. You rock with us. You good. You good over here, man. You good over here. Next to 100 GM said, you told me Randall, 3-time All-Star, blah, blah, blah. Who? I told who that? Next to 100 GM said, that's BS. You argued me down about Randall and Cat. When was that? When was that? When was that, Next to 100 GM? When did I argue you down? When was that? Was it last season? Gravity, you in here? Gravity, if you're in here, let me get thumbs up. Next 100 GM. When did we have this conversation? Because I don't think Gravity's in here. Vibes is in here, though. Vibes is in here. Vibes is more than my day ones. Because if I'm correct, Knicks 100 GM, no disrespect to you. Please pay attention because LV pays attention to everything. I'm locked in, man. You just started rocking with me this season, right? You just started. This is my first time seeing you come through rocking with me and my crew this year. You wasn't rocking with me last year. You know who was rocking with me last year? This other guy. Starts with M. And I remember it's my first time seeing you in here this year, this season. Now, I could be wrong. LV likes, I don't mind being wrong. I don't. But there was another guy last year. It started with an M that I was arguing with. So, so listen, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm okay. But I just remember another guy I was arguing with at this point with. He's no longer here anymore. Next to Honey, he said, I was here when NBIC was here. You bugging, LV. He said, you bugging. I said, okay. Say no more. Listen, boss, listen. This is easy for me. I stand corrected. But it's very eerie to me. I'm pretty locked in, man. But if you say I'm bugging, say no more. But agreed. I said last year, because this was last season, Cat just got here. Okay, let's do the math. I didn't agree with the whole Cat from Randall thing. I would argue Coach down about it. But listen, man, I see the light. He's galaxies better than Randall, man. It's not even close. They're not even close. So I think it is what it is, man. We got the better end of the deal. But I do think Dante wants to come back. I think Dante wants to be back with the crew, man. Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Do this LV Lunchtime Takeout show, man. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me today, man. P. Douglas says, go get Hardy from Dallas or Jabari Smith Jr. from Houston. Listen, man, that sounds fabulous. That sounds great, P. Douglas. Not a reality. Not a reality. Not a reality. We don't have any money, man. We don't have any money. We don't have anything. Those guys, Jabari Smith especially, he's really expensive. And I think right now he's got a broken hand, man. Because he didn't play against us because I think he broke his hand. Or something like that. I like Hardy. But Hardy is, remember, they just lost Grimes. So they're going to need some guards to come off the bench. They got their bigs lined up, but they're going to need their guards to come up. I don't know if they're going to give up Hardy. But once again, P. Duggar, if you do that, who are you giving up for these guys? So you know what I'm saying? So that's the tough part here. That's the tough part here. This Grover said the biggest thing about these potential trades is if these teams even want to do business with us. I think teams do want to do business with us. It's just a matter of, what do we have to offer? This Rover. You know what I'm saying? I think what we have to offer. So, All right, guys, here we go. Breaking news, man. Breaking news. LV Live. Shams. Breaking news. The center from the Suns, Newark, has been traded to the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte is dumping everybody, man, for a first-round pick for Cody Martin, man. So Cody Martin, so both twin brothers have been moved. One has been moved from Philly to Dallas, and the other one's going from the Hornets to the Suns. Newark is out of here. He's with Charlotte. So that's going to be interesting. It just happened 6 minutes ago. So things are moving. Things are moving. So it's gonna be very interesting, man. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Also, too, Chet Holmgren's coming back Friday, man. Tomorrow, he's back tomorrow, man. The Thunder's gonna be a problem when he gets back. Thunder's gonna be a problem when he gets back. All right, cool. So listen, guys, let me get up out of here. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me, man, during this LV Lunchtime Takeout show. I wanted to touch base with you guys about this home Sims move. But if you listen to LV, man, I think the Knicks are done. I think the Knicks are done. I think the next move is either a buyout or try to bring up TJ Warren or Kike. And I think this is it. Let's get Mitch ready, and let's get OG back healthy. And I think this is the team. All right, blessing guys. That's my show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. Right. Also, too, if it's your first time coming through, and it's your first time seeing me on this channel and my whole crew, please subscribe to the channel. Also, too, please leave comments because I will be back. Excuse me, I do respond to comments. Also, too, if you're watching some replay, gang, also leave comments, man, because I do respond to those comments as well. If you're new or not, I respond to all comments, man. But I appreciate everybody coming through Rock when we please subscribe. All right, listen, I'll be back Saturday to discuss the Knicks getting that get back. That get back against Boston. It's going to be tough, but I think we could do it. We're in the garden. Let's do it. All right, but listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.